Dave, I know, so what, it's May 26th. I know you've explained this plot probably 100 times to people, but we've seen a lot of interesting things and we want to try to show some of that today. Would you just give us an outlay of what we're standing on, how this kind of moves throughout the former wheat field that has now turned bean field, and anything that would give us value in helping to have a better understanding of cover crops and some of our goals with cover crops?
All right. Well, we did the plot trying to answer a lot of questions that producers have and myself. So after the wheat came off, we came in and did 3 different planting dates to show the difference in growth by having different planting dates. First date was July 28th. Second planting date was August 15th or 14th. And the last date would have been September 2nd or 3rd. And we chose 5 species or mixes and started and then just replicated it, the 5 species, the 3 times.
And so when we planted it, you had it was a 7 or 8 foot drill, is that correct?
7 foot Great Plains conservation drill that came from the Soil and Water Office. The 5 variables or species, we had Dover, which is oats and radish.
Okay.
Then we had Homestead, which is radish, sun hemp, and sorghum Sudan, I believe.
Yeah, we had sorghum Sudan this year. Sometimes they use millet.
We had straight radish.
Okay.
We had straight turnips, which radish and turnip are both brassicas. And then we had what we call the Indy mix, which is what was here, the radish, the ryegrass, and red clover.
And so this is from a radish, and this was from the August 14th seeding. So this is actually the carcass of the radish here in May. A lot of the radish when it's growing is 90% moisture, so the top is already gone. This is the radish itself that was left. About how big did these radishes get in this August 14th seeding?
That would be about the normal size of what you can see sticking above the ground.
So you get about 12 inches?
12, 14 inches in length of the tuber. I mean, the roots went way deeper. We did pit digs out here this spring. The radishes had quite a bit of root. What you could really tell was in the ryegrass. Annual ryegrass, the root was still alive and we were seeing it 28 to 30 inches deep.
And then you came in and you just no-tilled beans into this spring. How many weeks ago did these beans get planted?
These would be in the ground 2 weeks this coming Saturday. We have clay in the back here of the cover crop area, and you can see soybeans there pretty good. So
okay.
I have noticed less crusting here than in corn stalks.
Okay. So you've been doing wheat for quite a while, right?
Yes, on certain farms I like wheat in the rotation.
All right. Have you always no-tilled beans into the wheat or?
Normally we follow wheat with corn.
Okay.
Due to the hurricane 2 years ago, we got certain fields out of normal rotation. So this went back to soybeans to get those farms back in the rotation.
Okay, okay. So this isn't normal for you to begin with.
Right, I have a field of corn no-tilled into cover crops that was no-tilled into wheat stubble.
No-tilled into wheat stubble, and what was the cover crop in that?
It was straight radish.
So straight radish, and no-tilled, you'd said ProHarvest 6878, 108-day hybrid
yes,
into that?
Yes, no-tilled into that.
And how's that looking?
Looks amazing. Better than what I ever expected it to, no-tilling into these soils.